Hello and welcome back. In this video, we are going to look at what is a Taylor series before we look at optimization in a couple of other videos. Imagine you're standing on a hill. So let's say this is the hill, you're standing on the hill and you're trying to get down to the bottom of the valley below. So you're trying to get down somewhere here and you don't have a map of the entire hill, you can't see far ahead. All you can feel is the ground right under your feet. So you can tell three things: which direction slopes downwards, and then you know how steep it is, and whether the slope is getting steeper or flatter underneath your feet, which direction. So what the Taylor series does is it's a simple mathematical way to show this local information to decide where you want to step next. And in this particular image that we drew, we can imagine that this is the horizontal direction, then this is the vertical direction, and what we are going to say is the point where we are standing on the hill is x star, and if we look at the horizontal uh, position of that particular point on the y-axis, that let's call this right here, and that is what is we are going to call f of x star. So that let's say that is f of x star. So this axis is f of x, so this curve is some function f of x, and we are trying to get down here in bottom. And usually in context of neural networks, this is the error surface, and we are trying to find the position of a minimal error. Okay. And this is the x, that's the horizontal direction. So here the height of the hill is f star x. So this is the height. So this is the height, right? This point up to which we are standing, the point where we are that height, of that height we are saying that that height can be given by this f of x star. Now we want to take a small step and we'll define that step as h. So h is our small step, and let's say we are going to step to a new position x. So our step size is going to be the difference between the x and the x star and x. So so this h, it tells us how far you step. So how far you step, right? So with this in mind, we'll now look at the very first thing we'll feel on the hill, which is steepness. And mathematically, f dash star, which is the first derivative of x star, that gives us the slope at our feet. So slope at your feet, and this slope tells us how much the height changes per step. Uh, and if the slope is constant, then the height change is equal to slope into distance. So that's when the slope is constant. And we can write that mathematically as delta 1 is equal to f prime x star dot h. So what this tells us is that the first derivative, when we multiply the first derivative with h, it tells us uh, why the first derivative is multiplied by h. Slope by itself is not of much use here. It only matters when we actually move. Now you can imagine that the hills are rarely straight. So as we walk, the slope itself may change, and this is called as the curvature. So slope changes. And mathematically, we can write that as f double prime x star. So this tells us how slope changes. So let's derive this carefully. As we walk a small distance t, slope at t is approximately equal to a f prime x star plus f double prime x star, and this is times t. So to get the height, we integrate slope. So we have delta 2 is equal to integral 0 to h f prime x star plus f double prime x star times t dt. So this is f prime x star integral 0 to h dt plus f double prime x star integral 0 to h dt, and so this is 0. And so if we compute the integral, this would equal h. If we compute this integral, it would equal h square by 2. And so what we get is 1 by 1 half f prime x star h square. So that's the second part, this part right here. And so what we are saying is this part, which is this one, that represents the curvature. And so the curvature contributes to uh, this part. And I've omitted this, so this would be right here. So this would be simply uh, f dash of x star times h plus this. So this is where the 1 half comes from. It occurs naturally when we integrate. So curvature affects the height quadratically and not linearly. Now let's look at a third derivative. So sometimes imagine the hill bends more and more as you move. Now the curvature itself changes, and this is captured by the third derivative. So for the third derivative, we will use f triple prime x star, and this is change of curvature. And so curvature changes like this. So we have f double prime x is equal to f double prime x star plus f triple prime x star times t. So we integrate once the slope. We have f prime x is equal to approximately equal to f prime x star plus f double prime x star times t plus 1 half f triple prime x star times t squared. And so the delta 3 would be equal to 0 to h 1 half f prime f triple prime x star times t squared dt. And if we compute this integral, what we get is h cubed by 3. And so the delta 3 becomes 1 by 2 times h3 by 3 f triple prime x star, that is equal to 1 by 6 f triple prime x star h cube. So again, 1 by 6 comes from integrating twice, and that's 1 by 2 times 1 by 3. Thus the full Taylor series, when we write it, when we combine all the terms, so the Taylor series would be can be written as f x star plus h is approximately equal to f x star plus f dash x star times h plus 1 half f double prime x star times h squared plus 1/6 f triple prime x star times h cube and so on. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine that we are given f star f prime x star is equal to 3, f double prime x star is equal to 1, f triple prime x star is equal to 0.5, height is 2 meters, and then using the slope we get, so let's see, using the slope we have 3 times 2 is equal to 6, that's the height. Using the for curvature we get 1 by 2 times 1 times 2 squared, that gives us 2, and changing the curvature gets us 1 by 6 times 0.5 times 8 is equal to 0.666. So the total height change is equal to 6 plus 2 plus 0.666, that equals 8.666 meters. So in neural networks, this hill that we talked about, it's not a physical hill, it's a performance surface where weights are positioned, the W's. So weights are the positions and the error is the height. And training is just walking downhill using local slope and curvature. So I hope you got an intuition about what a Taylor series is. It's not a scary formula. It's simply a local description of a hill using steepness, curvature, and how the curvature changes to decide your next step. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please do let me know in the comment section below. I hope to see you all in the next video. Thank you. Bye for now.